Would you ever go on Fresh and Fit after hours with the girls? No. Fresh and Fit have issues with my sisters where they outright saying they don't fuck with black women, and my mother black, so I can't be part of that. I can't be part of that. Anybody who's just, I mean, like, my sister's got a lot of learning to do, but you can't never say I don't fuck with the sisters and expect me to be part of what you're doing. I deal with sisters, and a lot of them let me down, but I am not about to, what is it when you denounce? I'm not about to denounce my sisters, goddammit. And it is my opinion, they put a lot of easy targets in a room and talk crazy to them. Tell them to get into a room where everybody not an easy target. I'm talking about a lot of these podcasters. They easy targets, I just can't do it. Like
I agree with Corey Holcomb 100% on this. When you look at that podcast, Fresh and Fit, what you got to understand is nothing but a calculated hustle. A hustle that's built on using black women as the face of chaos. That's all it's about. It's built on the humiliation of black women. Go check me out. You don't got to listen to me. You don't got to listen to Corey Holcomb. Go look at it. And a lot of time, racism is demonstrated big time on Fresh and Fit. And you have a lot of guys, especially in the so-called black community, who don't understand the spiritual dynamics that's going on. And they also don't understand the spiritual sinister that's behind this. And you will find them going on Fresh and Fit, people such like Anton Daniels, in support of them, right? And not realizing that a lot of their content, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of their content, the sole prime reason of their content is built solely on black women. And like Corey Holcomb say, sisters, some of you sisters, you need to get it together. You need to get it together because, I mean, y'all do give a lot of people on podcasts something to talk about with your whimsical and capricious lifestyle and behaviors, okay? You do. And there's a lot of cleaning up. There's a lot of building up. The so-called black man need to do himself so that he may build up the sisters. See, a lot of time, black men, you can sit back and talk about the sisters, but you have to understand sisters are a reflection of you. Hear me out. Sisters are a reflection of you. And this behavior that we are seeing demonstrated by a lot of sisters, I know it seems like I just took a turn, but I got to say this, okay? Because I know, so, well, black people talk about sisters, this and that. Listen, miss me with that. We have a right to talk about our own people. It's just like when you was growing up, your parents used to teach you, okay? Y'all can joke with one another. Y'all can play with one another. Y'all can joke around with one another, but don't let nobody outside of y'all do it. That's how it is, okay? I'm from the old school. This is the mentality I have. So, yeah, I could talk about what's going on with the so-called black man. I could talk about what's going on with the so-called black woman, but I'm not going to let other people from different nationalities do it because they don't understand the disposition that our community is in, our people is in. They have not underwent, they have not undergone, they have not experienced what our people have experienced. So they coming from it from a totally different perspective, which is a perspective of disgust, a perspective of looking down upon us because they haven't been through what we have been through, okay? But, brothers, you have to understand that sisters are a reflection of you. You are the leader, okay? And as being the leader, women's supposed to be the followers. And I say this often, if more men will stand for something and stop being simps, and to give you the definition of a simp again, a simp is really a feminine spirit trapped in a man's body. When men will stop being simps and be real men and stop accepting the behavior and the attitude that a lot of sisters demonstrate, sisters will straighten themselves out. You have to see this. You have to know this. Even the scripture in Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6 says, wisdom and knowledge is the stability of the times. So to give you some wisdom and knowledge, for example, if I'm standing for something, if I'm not going to allow my woman to do this and to do that, and she make up in her mind, no, you got too many standards, I'm going to leave you. Because in her mind, she know that she can go up the street and be with the next so-called black simping man who going to allow her to do whatever she want to do and be whoever she want to be, right? Then she going to do it. But if black men at large would begin to stand for something, lift up the standard and stand for righteousness, then women will straighten themselves up or face the consequences, okay? And this is a big difference, the dichotomy between so-called black people and other nationalities. See, women can't behave themselves within the vicinity of other nationalities and not suffer the penalty, not suffer the consequences, okay? Especially with other nationalities who have their culture or who come from a strong culture. Women know they can't behave a certain way and be able to get away with it. But the black man, you have allowed yourself to be docile and sedated by this society and this matrix that you accept any and everything because you have become so infatuated with the idol. When I say idol, I'm talking about them went into idolatry of the woman's body, particularly her fat ass. So you accept any and everything. You just like the church. Anything goes. Come as you are. Okay?